I heard that people were running circles around you because you were waiting on something. You were waiting on instructions to take your next step. Um, you're doing something they don't understand what's going on, running circles around you, but they're trying to make it seem like they're accomplishing so much more, but at the same time they're scatterbrained. And also they have something to do with your energy, like they're caught up in your thought process. So if you're thinking a whole bunch of things, they're trying to keep track of your thoughts. Like they don't want you to do more than they're doing. But at the same time, they're burdened, they're stressed out, they're overwhelmed, trying to compete with you. And it's almost like you haven't made a single move, haven't done anything but sat still and thought about your goals, thought about your next steps. Like you're really planning mentally. And this person is like, okay, I'm going to get there before she gets there or he gets there. And then when they get there, they don't know what to do. So they come back and try to check up on you. What are you doing now? What's your next move? She's doing, let me go and do that better. I just feel like at the end of the day, you have this chaotic energy that's kind of circling you right now. It's almost like they're pretending to be happy, but you can tell that they're not. And also, it's the reason why you have to isolate yourself. I did just see the Hermit card. You have to isolate yourself because their energy is so fake. It's like it's nothing you can relate to. It's just not real. Yeah, there you go. That makes a lot of sense. Seven of Cups hit. It's just a lot of confusion. It's like they're giving you so many options, trying to make it seem like, but it's really just one person behind the scenes. This is, what's it called? The smoke screen or smoke and mirrors, whatever case may be. Is like this person is pretending that they're this whole giant organization when it's really just this one person. I wouldn't say a little man because that's kind of derogatory. It's not really about the size of this person, but it's just like, you know, they're pretending to be so much more than they are, that in relation to this facade that it is very small compared to what they said they are, who they are versus what they said they are. It's like you can be small. I don't have a problem with you being a small business or, company, but if you're not going to do what you say you're going to do, that's still what's being put on the plate and analyzed at this point. It's not the size of your company. It's not the amount of options that you have when there's only really one thing behind the counter. That's what I'm getting, like almost like a restaurant with a bunch of fake food saying they have a buffet, but it's really just one struggling cook behind the scenes, trying to send his child to college or something. It's just like, you can support that. You can support somebody struggling, but it's just when they pretend that they're doing more and pretend that you're this little person, this little insignificant consumer or whatever the case may be, that's when it gets to be a problem. That's when you have to file a claim and, it's like, was this necessary? Is this really necessary? I feel like it's not even that big of a deal, whatever this energy is. That is not going to pull you off of your comfort zone. It's not going to pull you off of your throne or out of your comfort zone. But this person is just kind of like running circles around you. Really frustrated energy here. I feel like the resolution at the end of the day is that they're going to offer you something, probably offer you a refund or offer you your time back, however that works out. More clarity for what this is. Knight of Cups in reverse. It's like a relationship. I feel like you're going to get what you want at the end of the day, but it's like you're already on to your next manifestation. That's how I feel. Like, okay, so yeah, okay. So you already came here for it or for a specific answer, and you already have that answer. Now I feel like this is the time for you to really go off into your manifestation, go off into the future, and plan what's happening next, because whatever you set in stone is already happening. They just don't realize it because they are still struggling to catch up with what it is that you desire. This is also coming as someone who is trying to provide something for you, or they see some lack. They might have been spying on your aura and they see some lack within your personality, and they're like, okay, well, I can do this for you. But in the back of their mind, they still need finances to go and purchase whatever it is that they're doing for you. Or they're saying like, I can build something for you. Look, long-term investments. They're saying I can build something for you, but they need you to put money down. Maybe somebody's having some construction or something done to their home, or sustained patience, perseverance. But what I'm getting from this is they're lying. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, your manifestation is what's going to get this to work out, because you being patient is going to give them time to actually do what they said they're going to do. It's just the fact that they haven't even taken the first step. I feel like almost like they're saying something has been delivered, but it hasn't even been shipped. Or somebody's saying like, I'm outside, but they haven't even left the house. But you saying, okay, all right, I'll wait for you to show up at the door, or whatever the case may be, and let them keep dreaming and hoping that they can get to the place that they said that they're going to get. This patience is what's going to give them time to actually do what they said they're going to do. So at the end of the day, you guys can genuinely meet up and have this partnership. Okay, with this financial loss, it's like it could go two ways, because at the same time, they want patience, but at the same time, they haven't done what they're promising to do. Hardship. Maybe this person took a loss, and in some case they're trying to pass this loss on to you. Let's find out, is this really going to come through? Manipulation, unfulfilled potential. With the Magician in reverse, moving on. It's like, just go ahead and do what happens next. Don't spend too much time worrying about this, and if it happens, it happens. Too many burdens. It makes sense. This person is overwhelmed. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. Like, give this person time to do what they said they're going to do. For some reason, it's like they just were afraid to tell you it's going to take much longer than they promised, or than it actually is. They were afraid you weren't going to agree to the terms. But at the end of the day, they're still trying to get this out. Also, it's just like, this is a tough one because they're saying they already did it. Ten of Pentacles and Death card. So, yeah, it's just like, just move on, take a loss. Okay. Yeah, because I'm like, somebody really doesn't want to give up on this person, despite them being overwhelmed. You guys might have been friends in the past. You might have planned this trip together. But now it seems like they want to escape or bail out. Like, they might have said that they were going to give some money. They were going to pay for this trip or something like that. But they're lying, or they lied because they never got paid, or they never got that job they said they were going to get, or something. Like, it feels like if you give them time, they can make it because they genuinely want to do what they said they're going to do, but it's just like it's kind of embarrassing on their part because they just don't have it like that. Or maybe they've been pretending for so long that they had it, but they don't have it. They don't want to hurt your feelings, but that's how it's coming off. Like they just bit off more than they can chew. But I also feel like the penance they're asking you to have is way more than is fair on their part. Is unfair, and then they're coming off as being delusional. It's unfair that they're asking you to keep looking this way when they're really, scheming. Like they don't want you to pay attention to what they're doing. So I'm just going to pull a few more cards to just have something to sit on, because I feel like they're really going back and forth. Like if you believe they're willing to continue, lying and saying that they're going to do it. It's like they're just trying to kind of giving you the runaround at this point. Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, still working. All right. With this Sun card, okay. Yeah, I feel like, okay, so at the end of the day, you're going to get what you want. You're going to get what you apply for. Whatever you were promised is going to come through. But it may not come when you want it. And that's the thing. Like, you're still going to get what you want, but the time frame is going to be a little off. Even if they do have to return whatever money they borrow from you or whatever the case may be, they still got something from having your money in their pockets for whatever period of time they had it. Return whatever it is that they took, and then you're going to have to go back and get whatever it is that you want. Because it's like they're like, I still have that money that you sent me. I still have your deposit. I'm still working on this, whatever I said I was going to do for you, and you're going to get what you want at the end of the day. It's not going to be exactly the way I promised.